What's up, peeps? Welcome back to Rebranding Safety. If you're new here, Rebranding Safety is changing the perception of health and safety, and we do that right here on the YouTube channel. We do that on the podcast as well. This video is a pod clip from a podcast. You can get the podcast on pretty much any platform. Just search Rebranding Safety. Rebranding Safety is sponsored by Paradigm Human Performance HSE subscription service, the perfect solution for those of you in small, medium-sized enterprise that feel like you're just spinning loads of plates all the time. Without further ado, let's get into today's pod clip.
Fire door is one component of a building-wide system, a shared system in which we would call compartmentation.
Yeah.
So therefore, it is no different from any other shared system in water, electrics, or anything like that. So I always pose the question, would you go into someone's flat and say, well, that cable that's going behind your wall, you can't see it because you've got plaster, it's all chased in, but it's coming from flat 5 through your flat and into another one. You own that section of that cable. No, because that would just be absolute, crazy. You wouldn't be able to do that. Well, that's what you're doing with fire.
You are, but if with leaseholders, in most leases, that front door is the leaseholders. It's not you as the building manager. It's not your demise. And this is part of the problem with the new fire safety order, is working out, and to a degree with the building safety bill, is working out how do you actually implement these proposed changes. Then if you get into the Grenfell inquiry recommendations, that really, a lot of those just completely ignore landlord and tenant law. And I've had people calling me saying, look, we're doing a sprinkler installation in buildings, and leaseholders are actually, we're funding, with the landlord, we've offered to fund it, but the leaseholder's just refusing to let us in to extend the sprinkler into their apartment.
Wow.
So, but then you start to put responsibility onto the new accountable person and building safety manager under the building safety bill.
Yeah.
And they don't actually at the moment have the legal power to enter people's private apartments, so there's all sorts of unintended consequences of this. But yeah, I think at its root, if me being a dick puts you at risk next door, who's responsible for managing those relationships and making sure that I'm not lighting a massive barbecue on my balcony and doing all this, storing kerosene on it or paraffin for the boiler, whatever it is. There has to be, I think, the legal power for a building manager to be able to manage the safety of that building effectively. And it's being worked on, but it's not a simple transition.